Okay, so let's talk about online learning. It's amazing, right? You can learn pretty much anything you can think of, but man, it is also so overwhelming. If you've ever tried to pick up a new skill, you know that feeling. You're just drowning in a sea of open tabs, trying to figure out which course is actually worth your time and your money.
And that brings us to the one single massive fear that honestly stops a lot of us before we even begin. You know, you spend the cash, you put in the hours, and you're left asking yourself this exact question. It just feels like a total gamble.
So what's the solution? How do we filter out all of that noise? What if you didn't have to wade through all the chaos by yourself, but could just, get straight to the good stuff? That's what we're going to dig into. How to finally beat that course overload.
To really get a sense of what we're up against, just look at this number. Over 150,000. That's roughly how many online courses are out there right now. I mean, trying to sift through that on your own, that's not just a search, that's practically a full-time job.
And this is really the whole promise of a platform like CourseCorrect. That huge number, it's not a mountain that you have to climb anymore. The whole point is that your time should be spent actually learning, not just endlessly scrolling and comparing. Right. So this is about finding the right course. And this distinction is so important, because it's not about just finding a good course. It's about finding the one that is tailor-made for you, for your specific goals, your career path, maybe even how you like to learn. And believe me, there's a world of difference.
And here's that difference, laid out side by side. You've got the typical experience on the left, just endless scrolling, a ton of confusing options, and you're really just guessing about the value. But on the right, that's the goal. A short, curated list, clear outcomes, and a truly personalized fit. It's the difference between total chaos and pure clarity.
So how does it actually work? Well, it starts off super simple. You just type in what you want to learn. Let's say Python for data science or social media marketing, and boom, instantly all that work is done for you, cutting through those 150,000 options to serve you up a clean, high-quality list of the top 20. All that noise? Gone. Just like that.
Okay, but this is where things get really, really smart. It's not just about filtering by 5-star reviews. Come on, anybody can do that. The real magic is looking beyond those simple ratings and focusing on what actually counts, real-world results.
This is a complete shift in how you should think about it. Instead of just asking, what's this course about? The questions become, okay, what skills am I actually going to walk away with? And more importantly, what have other people like me, done with those skills? This is about your career, not just a piece of paper.
All right, so you've gone from 150,000 choices down to 20. That's huge. But let's be real. For some of us, even 20 choices can trigger that analysis paralysis. You might still be thinking, okay, but which one is the absolute perfect one for me? If that sounds familiar, don't worry, there's one more layer of help. And that help has a name, Cora. You can think of Cora as your own personal AI course counselor. It's a tool designed for that exact moment when you just need a little extra nudge to make that final call. And using it couldn't be easier. Seriously, you click one button, Cora asks you a couple of smart questions about your goals, and then poof, in less than 2 minutes, it analyzes everything and tells you which course is the perfect fit. It's that final confident push you need to just go for it.
So when you put it all together, the giant database, the smart filtering, that focus on real outcomes, and the AI assistant, it all ladders up to this one simple mission. It's about getting rid of the friction and the fear so that ambitious people like you can just get to learning.
And that's really the big takeaway here. That next skill you've been wanting, that career change you're thinking about, that thing you're passionate about, the path to get there, it's out there. It already exists. So at the end of the day, it's not a question of if you can learn something new. The only real question is how you're going to find it. Are you going to jump into that chaotic ocean of options all by yourself? Or are you going to use a guide to take you right where you need to go? The choice really is yours.